Hi, welcome to the Super Analyst channel. There have been quite a few channels out there dedicated to the basic introductory topics on business analysis. But if you are a business analyst, system analyst, or data analyst who have been on the job for several years, you probably have practiced and learned most of the basic concepts, skills, and tools. Now, if you want to break out into the next higher level, there are very few channels that's out there dedicated to help you. While accumulating work experience is important, but if you're like me in this phase of my career, and you probably feel cognitive challenges start to fade. Daily analysis work starts to feel like mundane activities like Excel and Visio, and even worse, like taping together 11 by 17 printouts. Sounds like you're getting bored. But I think this is far more serious than just that. In this highly competitive market, when the next wave of force reduction hits us, if the only thing that you can offer is a generic skill set, are you sure you can survive that? So I assume that you want to elevate your analytical mind and capacity. But you may have found out it is by no means easy to achieve a breakthrough. By definition, if you want to become a super analyst, you need to push on your cognitive frontier. It is natural for anyone to feel a bit lost on this journey. I want to help. If you want to travel with me on the journey to the super analyst land, I will help you to achieve small but real breakthroughs continuously. Eventually, those breakthroughs will accumulate into your transformation. Now, I mentioned the term super analyst. First, it's necessary to define it. I will use two prior engagements that I went through to show you the difference between a super analyst and merely a senior analyst. These two engagements are the bank and the DSO. Now here, I need the help of a PowerPoint slide.
Let me use the nickname bank and DSO to represent the two clients. The bank is a large commercial bank, and the DSO is a large dental service organization that manages more than 700 dental clinics. During the first engagement meetings with them, I got tastes of their different flavors. Here are the several dimensions along them I can offer you in a critical comparison of the two projects. The analysis scope dimension is about what's in and what's out for the analysis. In the bank's case, there was a well-defined project charter, but in the DSO case, it started from an exploratory initiative in the IT department. At the beginning of the engagement, we only knew that the DSO had to replace its core systems of clinical management. It is aching to replace the foundation of the building. Now, I knew a lot of other things in the organization will be affected, but no one knew the scope and boundary of those changes at the beginning. The stakeholder dimension is about who will be part of and who will be affected by the project. When I joined the bank project, I was given a program org chart that clearly listed who are participants and in what capacity. In the DSO case, however, we started with only two Schmitz in the IT department, and we knew we would need to talk to a lot of other people in other parts of the organization, but at the beginning, no one knew who were they. Now, because of the above two strategic ambiguities in the DSO case, then no one could provide me analysis agenda and an analytical strategy at the beginning. It turns out to be an evolving script that I have to compose while doing the work. On the decision protocol dimension, the bank project had a formal governance structure, but the DSO commissioned no decision council or committee, defined no reporting relationship, and no review and deliberation processes. The documentation standard and templates were formally defined in the bank case, but in the DSO case, it was completely up to me to decide on the analysis deliverables and how to document the analysis findings. Now, if you want me to use just one word to describe the differences between the two engagements, then the word comes to my mind is structure. When the work structure is defined, as in the bank, and an analyst can just focus on doing the work, this is when a senior analyst can lead the engagement. But when the structure is fluid, as in a DSO, then the analyst has to define the structure before starting doing the work and continuously retrofit the structure while doing the work. This calls for a super analyst. As the super analyst in the DSO case, the responsibility of plotting a path into the unknown future landed on my shoulder by default. Now, I could not just be a violin player. I had to be the composer and the conductor. Not even the program manager could do the job. The PM manages tasks, deliverables, and their schedules. But what are the tasks and deliverables? And the PM had to depend on the analyst to figure out. Now, in essence, I had to develop a systematic set of questions, a list of interviewees, and a strategy to interact with them. Now, my mission was to prod the organization and the key stakeholders to think through their objectives, scope, and the execution plan. Now, based on that, I then need to compose the WBS and a roadmap for the program. The ability of accomplishing this kind of mission cannot be naturally acquired through mastering merely the skills of analysis. Now, in summary, the concept of a super analyst is more about the analyst's knowledge base, the ability to conceive a systematic set of strategic questions from key relevant angles, the capacity of creating a comprehensive map of the task environment, the identification of tasks and deliverables, and the development of an analysis execution strategy. Now, I will focus on helping you developing these qualities. The benefits of acquiring these qualities go far beyond keeping your job. Now, be able to ask important questions and conceptualize what others cannot. You will demonstrate your unique value. Now, this will boost your career and generate a higher level of self-fulfillment and peer respect. And trust me, now, your unique strengths to map out complex task environments and to hatch strategy and plans will be picked up by higher level of management. And that will help you move on to managerial positions if so desired. Now, okay, we're finally done with PowerPoint today. Let's get back to our chat.
Now, you may ask, why should I listen to you? In addition of practicing analysis in a wide variety of complex task environments, I have also been doing research in both academic and professional settings. Practicing analysis is like analyzing trees, while research and reflection is like rising above and see the forest. Few people have a strong footprints in both research and practice. Over many years of teaching and practice, I have mentored many analysts. I saw their bottlenecks and helped them to liberate themselves from their bottleneck. Now, through the web media, I want more of you to get my help. I want to open a dialogue with you through this series of how to become a super analyst. The mission of the dialogue is to help you to transform your analytical mind, capability of strategizing analysis, and your communication prowess. Now please note that we're not going to focus on the basic skills such as how to draw a process flow diagram, data flow diagram, or how to write on a BRD. Okay? And that should be the focus of school teaching and basic job training. Since it's a rather involved project, we need to organize a little bit. Okay? So I'm going to break out the chat into multiple episodes organized along the 6W dimensions. Okay? The 6W means what, who, why, how, when, and where. 6W is my simple but highly effective way of design and organizing an analysis project. Each episode will last about 20 minutes. It will end before you become sleepy. Some W will require multiple sessions, such as what and how. Some others may be combined into one episode. I will try to produce and publish one episode every 2 weeks. It is my hope that we can build a community of wannabe super analysts. I hope that we'll have a two-way communication rather than a one-way broadcasting. If you have suggestions on what should I talk about, you want to share your experiences and leave some comments, please shoot me an email. Okay, here's my contact, my email contact. My name is David Kang, and my email is davidkang500@gmail.com. I'm also in the process of writing a book to cover some of the fine points that I simply don't have time to address in this video chat. Once the book is ready, I'll let you know. Stay tuned. See you next time. We're going to start a new episode on what to analyze.